Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Geeks Behaving Badly. I believe this is episode 11. I'm your host, Trinity, and joining me today are my good friends, Frank.
Hello.
And Vet.
Hello.
Vetco.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm used to being called Ralph too. So.
Oh, really? I just call you Frank.
Yeah.
Ralph's your dog, so.
I know. Oh, when I play with my cousin and his buddies, I don't know, for some reason, people always read the second part of my name, gaming tag.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because they're dyslexic, I think.
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I've just kept my name, like, everyone's like, oh, because I rebranded, so technically, before, I think Vet, you might have met me before I rebranded, I don't know. Before I rebranded, I was Toxic Techno. And everyone's like, oh, when you go to rebrand, you gotta change your gamer tags. And I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't changing my gamer tag. I've had that Xbox gamer tag since the 360 came out, I think. So it's like, no, that's
Well,
staying where it is.
See, VetCos is a recent thing, and that came when I started to, start doing cosplay and whatnot. That's what created VetCos. My gamer tag was always either, oh god, it's one of several things. It was either just my name. It was Darth Gully, Darth Revan, and Party Boy. Which the Party Boy is the really ironic one because I am not that.
Right, I was about to say, you're not a party
No,
boy.
I am definitely not. I am the complete opposite of that. I am the get the hell out of my place boy.
Yeah.
Called an introvert.
Yeah, we had to leave my nephew's birthday party yesterday because his sister invited her friends and of course her husband's parents came. And I felt like I was being super judged because every single one of those people that walked in looked like they had money, and I'm like, oh, I'm dressed in freaking basketball shorts and a creep show t-shirt. I'm covered in tattoos. My hair is completely short. They're all walking in looking, dresses and makeup done, and some of them have kids, and I'm like, what?
How old was this kid?
1.
Oh, okay, so it's really not a party for him, it's a party for the adults. Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But they all brought their kids and stuff, and I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I feel like I'm being judged. I feel very awkward. I figured it was just gonna be family. I didn't know it was gonna be family and friends, or I would have been like, we're not going.
No, when it's like a 1 year, like there's a video recording of my birthday. There's a VHS tape of my birthday when I turned 1 years old in Virginia. And I'm sitting there like an idiot just in my little high chair. There's no other babies there. There's no other children there. It is purely my mother and her friends from work. That is it.
That's great.
They're all drinking. My mom, for some reason, gives me wine, starting my slow descent into being an alcohol abuser. But it's like
at 1.
At 1, yeah. It's a glass of wine, and the thing is, you can tell it's genetic because she gives me a sip of wine from her glass, and then I reach for the bottle.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, when you are a 1-year-old, the birthday party is not for the baby. The baby isn't forming memories at this time,
No.
unless you're freaking Sheldon from Big Bang Theory or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Like, you don't remember shit. It is purely a party for the parents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My brother and sister-in-law had one for my first niece on my family side, and unfortunately I couldn't go. Boo-hoo. But
So I will say that's not the worst kind of party to ever partake in. I think the stupidest party is animal birthday parties.
yeah,
The animal really doesn't give a shit.
like if you're inviting people over for that,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Like, oh, it's my dog or my cat's birthday. I want to get them a new scratching post. I want to get them a
Right.
new. That's fine. I'm not saying that's weird. I'm saying a legit party.
Yeah, no, I never did that for my animals.
There's like I remember seeing. I haven't seen it recently. This is like many years ago. It was like animal weddings.
Okay.
That's kind of Sociopathic.
Very
Well-
weird.
One, only X amount of animals mate for life.
Right.
Two, if you have a boy, a male and a female animal in your household, they're kind of stuck together. It's not like they it's like, oh, it's love. No,
Right.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's an arranged marriage.
it's like I could be stuck on an island. I could be the only man in the world, and they could and the only woman on the that I had to somehow repopulate, which we won't talk into the genetics about that, is a woman that, by my standards today, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And hell, maybe I'm the guy that she wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But guess what? We're stuck together. So
Stick it in.
Yep.
Oh
So
yeah. No,
animals,
if you believe the whole Adam and Eve thing, and then it's like, then technically we're all related.
oh yeah, we're all inbred. But I mean, that would make sense for a lot of our decisions as humans.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty much. Like this, literally, so my friend sent me this TikTok. Speaking of humans, and this lady literally was saying that the reason why there was a rainbow in the water was because there was something in the ground or something in our water.
oh
Like
my God.
leprechaun gold type
The
of thing.
mist, yeah, the mist was making gold. Or not gold, rainbow. You know, like because of the
Yeah.
sun. You know how if you see
I'm
mist,
surprised she didn't
there's a
say
rainbow.
something ignorant,
yeah,
like
she
the
was
water, like
still
the
like-
water was like there was something in the
like,
water that was going to make you
There's
gay.
something in our water and there's something in our ground and like
That's
wake up people. I'm like, that's the sun just unlocking the colors.
Yeah.
What?
No,
What?
she probably watched too much. What's his face that thinks that it's turning the frogs gay?
I
Oh,
don't
Alex
know.
Jones.
Alex Jones. Yep.
But I'm just like, so we're idiocracy. Got it.
Oh, that's been.
Oh,
We're
we
just not to the mountain of
we are
trash
already
yet.
there.
I already chastised my buddies for something that came from Idiocracy regarding Crocs.
Oh,
So legitimacy of this, I don't know, but I mean, it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. Is when the movie Idiocracy was being made, they needed shoes, and they looked for like the nerdiest, ugliest
Yep.
shoes possible,
I've heard
and
that.
it was the Crocs, and that's
Yeah,
why
this is before they were
they're being
big.
worn.
Yeah.
And I'm not arguing against Crocs. When I was in Iraq, I wore Crocs. They were my shower shoes. I wore them from my chew to the shower unit, and that was fine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wearing them around house, having them be your garage shoes or what? Not
Right.
arguing that.
Take the dogs out or whatever. Yeah.
But when I see not just children have no sense of identity. I
Of
can
course.
kind of understand them looking like trash.
Well,
I'm
and they
talking
always
about
get dirty anyway. So yeah,
Right.
I'm
nice
talking
and
about
clean.
full-grown adults wearing them, and not in an ironic
Yeah.
sense. Like Trin, you and I were at GalaxyCon
Yes.
last year. Lots of the cosplayers put on Crocs. You know what? That makes sense because guess what? Especially you girls, you're wearing some uncomfortable ass shoes.
Oh
So
yeah.
when you're behind your booth, you put on your Crocs for comfort reasons. Makes sense. Not arguing that. I'm talking about,
Right.
oh no, I gotta go out in public to do stuff, like to do my what's it
Grocery
my
shopping.
grocery shopping's my everything, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear Crocs. I'm like, and this is not just that it's if it was a I don't give a shit attitude and you're wearing sweatpants and you just given up on looking respectable as a human being,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I understand.
Yeah, it's got to all match.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, but if you're like wearing a decent pair of anything and then you're wearing those, I'm like, really? I mean, what about some Chucks? What about some plain old tennis shoes? My lazy shoes for when I don't give a about how I look when I go outside is my old army running shoes.
Yeah, see, I've got a pair of like just slip on like boat shoes.
Exactly. They're hideous. However, if you just have that, I need to run out and get something real quick, or I just really don't give a crap, it kind of makes sense. But to wear it as a fashion trend, I don't know.
Well,
Right.
they're trying to push it because I've seen like the different designs where they're like, oh, this is like a dress one, or this is the casual one, or we got
Yeah,
we have a formal Croc now.
Yeah, no, none of that can ever, no.
No.
There's
No.
there are what's it called? Crocs that are cowboy boots.
What?
Yep.
I've never seen those.
Yes.
Oh my
Google it later.
goodness.
I still love the memes where it's like the difference between the strap folded forward
Oh,
versus the
was it
strap
all-terrain
behind the heel.
mode?
Yeah,
Yep.
where it's like the guy gets I think his phone was stolen, and then he like stops for a second, takes the croc off, flips the strap back behind his heel, and then just goes boom,
Yeah, no.
like Roadrunner.
Again, I can understand certain reasons why to wear ugly shoes, or I don't give like slippers. I can't wear slippers, really like cloth slippers,
Mhm.
because they retain your stink,
Yep.
your sweat and all that stuff. So my feet typically, I won't say they smell like roses, but they don't smell bad. Like I don't have a foot odor issue. But the moment I start wearing like cloth slippers or fabric slippers for a prolonged period of time, like just in my house around the for the day, my feet and those slippers smell atrocious.
Or even the cats would go up to him and go, "Ugh."
Exactly. So it's just a weird thing. So now we're on feet, and well, we diverted a lot.
No, it's okay. That's the only time I really thought about getting Crocs was for like if I ever get invited to a convention like Danielle and Jean Wan Wan and all them. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna stand there all day in my boots, or I'm gonna sit down and be the lazy cosplayer if I'm gonna be wearing my cosplay boots all day. Like,
No,
just no.
and as I said, that makes sense. Heck, like I told you, trying like we go to GalaxyCon this year, we get a hotel room. If you need to like go down like breakfast, wearing your Crocs because you're going downstairs for breakfast in the hotel, that makes sense because you're probably going to be in whatever nasty PJs or whatever, or your post PJs, whatever the hell you wear.
Right.
And yeah, no one cares. But to like, oh, I'm gonna go and spend the entire day at the convention as a non-cosplayer, and you're just gonna I mean, is it better than bare feet? Yeah, it is, but still, like, ugh.
Yeah. I just need to find ones that are comfortable if I ever get any. I've gotta make sure, like, for this convention coming up this week, I need to make sure I've got a chair. We need to make sure we got a fan and an extension cord, and like there's like a long list. And I hate the fact that I couldn't get as many prints as I wanted because they were so expensive. I wish I knew where Danielle and Jean and my mind's drawing a blank, the other girl's name, Morgan, got all their prints, because I'm like, Walmart only goes to 8x11, which is what I got, so it didn't crop anything for the pictures.
I would not be surprised if they either depending on I don't know what their
But I don't
income
know
is.
who to trust, because Andromeda Pix is okay,
Mhm.
but like they're not the best, so I don't really know where to get my prints.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially with, not Morgan, Jean, since
Yeah,
her husband is a photographer, like, that's his job.
yeah.
I would not be surprised if they just have their own printer.
Adorama Pic, Adorama, whatever. I've never looked to see how much they are for like full size prints, but yeah, they're probably expensive too. Yeah, they don't go to 8x11 either, or 11 by whatever they're using, because they're using pretty big ones, I thought.
Oh, not only are some of them using really big ones, but some of them are not in normal sizes,
No,
and therefore, when it comes down to finding frames for them, it's a fucking nightmare.
right. That's why I picked 8x11. I'm hoping there's frames for 8x11, because if I did 8x10, it was cropping a lot of the photo. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't know where to get these. And this Adoram pictures or whatever doesn't go to, unless it's a poster. They're doing poster sizes. 10x20, 16x24, 20x20. That seems pretty big for print.
Giggity.
But like, I don't know what size their photos are. I mean, maybe you know since you have them, and we can figure
Oh,
that
I would
out
have to look,
together.
but I just know that I could not if I wanted to keep the frame, like, the same style, which I like,
Right.
like edgeless frames, I actually would have to trim them more to fit them,
Got you.
which I found
I'm
annoying.
probably not even gonna wear like the boots and stuff that goes with the cosplay. So I'm supposed to be wearing this week. I'm probably just gonna wear shoes. So I'll just if someone wants a picture with me, but like, don't get a picture of my feet. This does not match the costume. Don't do it.
No feet pics.
Because most of
I'm
my
sure.
costumes,
Well, I'm sure feet and Crocs is probably
I don't have any.
Oh,
is
it
probably
is.
a fetish thing.
I can
But-
guarantee you, if there's
Yeah.
feet in Kate, there's feet in Crocs.
There's
Yeah.
fetish for I was gonna say there's a fetish for a lot of things. But I finally picked out who I'm going as. Starfire, my Link or Zelda maid costume, Lollipop Chainsaw, Ada from Resident Evil. I
Ada
think I'm
or
gonna bring
Ada?
Ada. Sorry, I always say Ada.
Right.
Ada.
That's all right.
Ada
And-
Wong.
I've been
I
watching a
think I'm-
lot of Resident Evil videos. I'm sorry.
Think I'm gonna wear my Silent Hill nurse. Bring that as an option. And then a few other ones. I was gonna bring. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. I think it's Zenatsu is how you say his name
I think so. 'cause
from
I-
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. The
But I'd have to
pronunciation.
order a wig, and that's like $25, and I don't want to spend $25 right now. So I'm like, well, maybe I won't bring him because it's a swimsuit. I have the swimsuit version of his costume. I also have a sexy Tanjiro I could bring too, so I might bring that. So I'm like, it's gonna be in the 80s. I can't bring any of my costumes that are like full kimonos or long sleeved or my bodysuits or anything. This is gonna be hot.
No, because I remember going with you to just GalaxyCon and you were complaining about being hot. And what was it? It was because you wore 2 bodysuits there. I think
Yes, I wore
it was Peach.
Spider Gwen,
Hmm.
and I don't think I wore Peach.
No, you gave up on Peach. That's what it was.
Yes. That's when I went with Lucy.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to go as Hinata, and then I decided not to go as Hinata because it wasn't very flattering.
No, because I remember being in your house and you were like, "This isn't that good. This is good." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
Sorry, it's the joys of being a female.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't in the Gonzo. Like I can handle that. It's like, oh,
He just ignores me. We all know this.
like just put
Yeah.
some clothes. I don't know.
We've been together so long. He just ignores me now.
He's
like,
he's over it. Yep. I'm
Yeah,
the same
he's
way.
over it. I'm like, whatever.
I just know whenever we have to go somewhere, I always plan an extra half hour.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we got to be there at 5. When technically we got to be there at 5:30.
Well, so this weekend I have pretty much a weekend long date going on, and the woman's like, she's coming out to Louisville. It's like, oh, what should I bring to wear? I'm like, bring the most just basic, comfortable clothes because I'm not taking you any place that's going to require you to look fancy. Like, period. It's not going to fucking happen. Like
That doesn't matter.
Like you are going
Right.
like wear yoga pants and tennis shoes because I'm not a foodie. I don't like being a tourist. Like I don't even know why I'm Well, I know why I'm entertaining this whole date thing, but
Yeah, that's
You know
too
that's not going to
funny.
happen.
if it doesn't, if I'm staying with her for 4 days, yeah, then my game is really, 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 really bad. Though I did tell her that if like the person that was watching the cats messaged me and says like, Elfman's not doing good or whatever, I told her I will gladly abandon her to take care of my cats. I have priorities, damn it.
I mean, I don't blame you. I would too.
No amount of booty is worth my kitties.
Yes, I can understand that.
Yeah, Ralph agrees.
That's too funny. Okay. Anyone have any subjects for today?
I have a fucking subject, damn it.
I
'Cause
have some too.
we
Anyways.
ended this conversation.
Yes, we did.
Which
I
one?
was,
I
was
been
wondering when it was coming up.
literally like brewing on this
I
as
can't
the days
remember
have
what it
come.
is.
Fucking commercials.
Oh yes, that's right. It's like
So-
I don't remember.
I have literally all right. I'm going to preface this by saying, one, I am a capitalist, and I would say if we had a political ideology that I had to freaking identify with, it would have to be, I guess, libertarian-ish. I just don't give a shit. Stay out of my business. Anyways, the Fallout show. I fucking blew through that entire show in one day. Like, watched all 8 episodes. As soon as I was done playing games with, I think it was like Utrin, I went straight
Yeah.
to watching the show. My views on the show are good, but meh at times too. However, what drove me nuts is on Amazon, which I'm paying Amazon Prime for this. At the beginning of every single episode,
There
there
was
was
commercials.
no. It wasn't just that there was a commercial.
Oh,
That would have been bad enough. It was worse because this show is brought to you ad free because of whatever fucking company. It was the same company for all 8 episodes. And then they would show a 30-second to 45-second commercial before each episode. So it's not commercial free because you're showing a fucking commercial.
Yeah, I don't think they get that concept.
no.
It's like,
Well, I
commercial
think they're
free-
meaning as in like the commercial isn't going to bother you when you
it
start
does bother me
watching.
because it's a fucking commercial.
I know, but I mean,
And I can't skip it. It won't even let me skip it. I had to watch the full fucking thing. It was like something about like detergent or I don't know, something stupid like that. It's bad enough that we are, because everyone here is over the age of 30, so everyone here remembers traditional, whether you could afford it or not. I couldn't. Cable
right?
or basic television.
Yep.
Commercials were fine because guess what? They offered you a minute or two to run to the bathroom, to go get a soda, to do
Right.
whatever. It was fine. And then your sibling or parents or whatever was like, "Oh, it's coming back on." Yeah. But that made sense. But and if companies offer like Hulu does this, where you can pay a very minimal fee. I forgot what it was, but it's minimal fee, but you have commercials. But you pay the premium fee, no commercials. I'm like, I think that's kind of shady, whatnot, whatever. Okay, but I can tolerate that.
Right.
Amazon's hit and miss because, like, some shows there won't be a commercial, but sometimes there will be. But I'm like, I got Amazon Prime solely for 2-day shipping, which that's gone the way of the dodo in some
Oh, yeah.
respects.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
So
they bit off more than they can chew with that one.
yeah, it's like 2-day shipping, maybe 2-week shipping. And it's just like, it just infuriates me. It annoys me enough that there's commercials. It pisses me off more that there is an advertisement saying that this is brought to you ad free, but it's an ad. Ad free means there are absolutely 0 ads.
But you know what that means is that they think that their audience is too stupid to see the hypocrisy.
And
Yep.
I every once in a while I weigh the idea, like, should I even keep paying for Prime because I don't know what benefits I'm getting out of it because I don't watch that many Amazon shows. Obviously, the shipping is not there, so I really don't know what the perk of it is.
Mhm.
The only streaming system, and I actually should look this up right now, that I pay for that doesn't off it either. I think I haven't tried it for a while. It was either Crunchyroll or it was Funimation, which Funimation's gone now, but you could still watch anime or shows on it, but there were commercials, but it was free. You didn't have to pay anything. But
Yeah,
if you
and
wanted,
that makes sense.
and that does completely.
Yeah.
I would even be willing to say, hey, if you just charge me $1 a month, I still have to watch ads, but I'm still paying a service because they have to, of course, pay their employees. I understand that.
Yeah.
But then if you pay $6 or whatever it is now, for ad free, I'm like, okay, that makes a reasonable amount of sense. But the thing is also this is, I don't know how many streaming services y'all officially own. I'm not going to ask about how many you're borrowing from family members or friends,
Right.
but one service is $20, another service is $20, another service is $20. Like, in all honesty, you're paying so much more for your basic shows. And the thing is, a lot of them show the same fucking thing. The only thing you're really paying for is the exclusives.
Oh yeah, it's like one show, and you
Yeah.
get a that you're interested in. Yep. And then we used to question why we paid so much for, regular cable.
Right.
But now it's like people don't seem to realize that if you pay a little bit here, a little bit here, you add all those up, it's probably double what you used to pay for just basic cable.
Mm.
Although, give it another like 10 years, Disney's gonna probably just swallow everything up and then own it all.
So here's something interesting. Like, you can watch Crunchyroll on Prime, and supposedly there's two versions. There's Fan, which I'm assuming that's Fan is with commercials, $7.99, or Mega Fan, which is $9.99.
Yeah, see, I still have a feeling that it's like, oh, you get less commercials. Like that's
You get less commercials, and also the other issue I have with that is, so Crunchyroll by itself is, I think, $11.99. So technically it would save money if you are also a Prime member. But Amazon Prime,
Yep.
Prime cost. Let's look at how much that bitch cost. $15 a month. So effectively, you're paying upwards of $24-ish, $25 a month for those two services. But again, I don't even understand the perks of Prime besides maybe Prime Video, which again, you still get commercials, all that stuff. I don't know, I'm just, it's just so annoying.
What else is annoying is the fact that I can't apply for certain things because I don't have 20 concurrent viewers.
Yeah.
Or 30 concurrent viewers. Everyone keeps talking about DreamHack. And I'm like, this sounds like a great thing. And I'm like, oh, so what do you have to be a invited creator? Like I can apply. Nothing I can reach. That I've been trying to reach. Like, one of them is Instagram, at least 5 to 10 pictures per month with a healthy level of interaction. Yeah, no, I don't get that. My Instagram is not growing. It's hidden because it's hidden behind a paywall. You have to pay for, advertisements for people to even see your stuff on anything anymore.
Yep.
And then it says, live streaming 20 concurrent viewers for 90 days. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen for me either. I'm assuming they're meaning for Twitch because YouTube, I don't know how you would check concurrent viewers for YouTube, but
no, and YouTube's got its own,
Yeah, well, it says
issues
total
as
of
well.
50,000 video views in the last 30 days. I don't think I have that either.
Yeah,
So.
YouTube and their whole ad system is starting to get the same bullshit that all the other ones are, because I remember that when they started doing ads, you could skip the ad no matter what it was after 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah. YouTube doesn't have that much anymore.
No. Then it started to be like, oh, every so often we'll throw like a 15-second one in there, but you could still, skip it after 5 seconds.
Methanitis. Well, I mean, like, all of us can remember when YouTube first existed.
Oh, yeah.
And there was zero commercials.
Zero commercials. It was a free platform.
Yeah, it was.
And it was great. It was the Wild West. Then capitalism took it over.
Well, and that's the problem with capitalism is if you want to expand, things cost money.
Yep.
And you have to find a way to bring income, which, sadly, if you don't want to charge people, you have to go to commercials, which let me start with the fucking commercials on Amazon, or not Amazon, on YouTube.
On YouTube. Oh, yeah.
This flashlight's what the special forces use. It can illuminate the world. No, they don't.
Well, it's either
use that shit They don't use a laser that can supposedly cross the globe 3 times.
Yeah. Or it's like a lightsaber.
They don't use that shit. I know. I've dealt with special operators. They don't use that crap. You know what they use? A freaking Surefire flashlight.
Yep.
They've been using the same fucking thing my entire military career.
Well, you know what the red flag is? Whenever they use the phrase "taking the world by storm."
That effect, or this is an elite blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Like-
taking the world by storm, or whatever industry doesn't want you to know. And it's like those two right there, or the ones about making your penis bigger or lasting longer in
Oh
bed.
God.
Because
Yes.
whenever you
I
watch
hate
those,
seeing those.
those are the YouTube shorts, I think. Whenever you watch those, watch the face
Of
It's-
the actor?
of the actor. Yeah.
Oh.
It's AI generated lip movements.
I'm gonna have to pay attention
Because
to that now.
the video is actually not like they're stealing the videos of like somebody talking, and then they're reanimating the mouth.
Oh.
And how they can get away with that, I have no idea. I've tried to report it through the report system, but
Mhm.
they probably won't give a shit because it's like, well, they're paying for it. And it's like, yeah, but it's still copyright infringement. If they're stealing somebody's face to talk about making your dick harder.
I still remember when I used to like read gun magazines. It was funny. Any magazine that is typically associated with men or masculine things, the amount of dick pills
Yep.
ads was just astronomical. I'm like, wow, is this something I really have to deal with a lot when I'm older? Like, I understand when I'm like 70, my shit might not work, but if I'm married, I mean, she might not be much of a looker anymore. But anyways, like,
Sorry.
do I really have to worry about that at this
Mm.
age? I remember when my email would get bombarded with dick pills.
Oh, speaking of commercials
I
too.
thought we were going to say, speaking of dick pills.
No. I noticed Twitch started on that too. I don't remember Twitch having those when I first started streaming back in like 2017.
Oh, commercials?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't remember that at all. Does anyone else? I don't know if anyone's watching Twitch then, but I was. I don't remember commercials.
I've never been a big Twitch watcher. I've always more been a YouTube person.
Got you.
So when I did come onto Twitch, there was already commercials, but I'm not surprised that there would, just like with YouTube, there was that slow progression of, at one point it was completely free. And this is where, as I said, capitalism can be a challenge, but I'd rather have capitalism over, 100% socialism or communism. But if you want to make money as a company, as a person, whether it's a lot or just a sustainable amount, doesn't matter. The more your company grows and you have to hire people on, blah, 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 blah. Because if they didn't have a robust team at Twitch or Amazon or any of these other places, the service would be shit, or more shit than it is now. Because I remember
Yeah.
Amazon back in the old days, how questionable it was on, like, I couldn't get shit shipped to Germany when I was stationed there because it just didn't. There were certain things that they would not deliver, not because of legal reasons, just because they could not do it at that time. Now it's not an issue. But the moment you start expanding, yeah, you're going to have advertisements. You're going to have all these things. It's a, what's the word I'm searching? Would it be a parasite, or it's just
No,
something that it will eventually come along. Even if any of us, Frank, you own your own business, right, Frank?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if you were to go into a franchise, like you owned multiple shops, multiple clinics,
Mhm.
at some point, either you would be inclined, not saying you would, because we'll say you're an honorable man, but you would probably have more of a temptation to engage in those things. Whether you're, as a medical person, you're taking more kickbacks and or temptation of being like pushing a certain prescription medication or a certain medical procedure for the animals you're taking care of. That
Yeah.
just happens because as you grow bigger, and have more staff and stuff, things like that just happen, sadly.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of an exception to the rule, but it really just comes down to the moral compass and, what your mission statement
Correct.
is.
Correct.
Because it's one thing to have a successful business and grow it. It's another to be cutthroat in the industry. Like if I were to try to undermine all my competitors
Yes.
by either trying to shut them down or take them over, that's where I draw the line.
No, I completely agree. Actually, today after we're done here, I actually have to do this something very similar. I have to create pretty much what's the word I'm searching for? A a cost for my services as a contractor,
Yeah.
and I have to think of not
What you're
only
worth.
yeah, well, my worth, like how much money do I want to be able to take home, which at most I want to, or at minimum, I would like to be able to make something close to what I'm making now as an active duty service member. Well, guess what? That's almost about $40 an hour. So
Well, and you also take into account, additional taxes you got to pay on it
exactly, you got to
and
look
all
at
the other overhead costs. And yeah.
taxes, your cost of say travel and other services like my legal services, maintaining uh my accounting services, all that stuff. So now because of all that bullshit, my hey, I would only charge you $40 an hour to use me. Now I have to charge them $75 an hour to use
Yeah.
me.
Mhm. Well, yeah, and that's all the things to consider. And I think that's the hardest thing that I've had
It
to
is.
deal with is
Es-
figuring out, what I want to take away
especially
from the
when
business.
especially when you not trying to be a greedy person and you're say overly humble as some people have told me I am. Like I
Mhm.
don't want to charge lots of money because I think that's stupid because I think some people over embellish their worth.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need to make money to be able to afford all those things to protect yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
And
just so fucking annoying.
for the years that I've been owning this place, which is almost 10,
Hmm.
you know, even after 10 years, I still pay myself less than my lowest paid employee
Yeah.
because I'd rather take that extra money and reinvest it back in the business, or I'd rather pay my staff more so that they stay happy.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I make $10 an hour
Okay.
for the relative amount. Like, so let's say it's like $1,000 a month is what I take out of that place
Mm.
to live, and it works for me. But yeah, it's always been a difficult decision as far as because I've with a raw hatred, I've despised the cutthroat nature of capitalism.
Hmm.
And when you watch it being driven by a level of greed that has no regard for any human decency, like if you if some of these people had the choice of, well, you can be the successful business, but your actions are going to, let's say, you know, kill 1,000 people that you don't know. It's like that whole
Hmm.
like you push the button, you get $1 million, but
Million
then
dollars. Yep.
somebody dies. Yeah, they'd be just like spamming the button.
Yep.
And that's the mindset of most of these like large corporate CEO firms because they don't really consider that as any type of a cause and effect. They just say, what can we do to make more money than these people, or what can we do to you know get more money out. Like if you ever watch any of those like shareholder meetings for some of these big corporations, because that's public record, which I love, or at least like the transcripts of it. What was it? It was I think it was McDonald's that like referred to their consumer base, or like a portion of their consumer base, as the fat fatties. Like that's what the CEO
It
called them.
might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was McDonald's. Because it's like they talked about how, you know, they've had to increase the prices, but yet it's, you know, since it's not increasing, you know, the quality of the service or the food, you know, they're just as expensive now as the higher quality places. But I think the comment that the CEO said, he said, but the demographic of the fat fatties are still going to come in for the food. It's like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, I wish I could say that the military was not engaged in that kind of dialogue, but nope, it very much is.
Oh yeah. And so it's like they don't really see their consumer base as people. It's all statistical numbers, marketing analysis, research. You know,
No, but as I said,
diving into the human psyche.
There's also that gigantic balance of if, like, so in our case, you know, inflation's god awful right now. It's like cost of living has gone up. Like everything has been going up in price. I'm not arguing that there's not some corrupt capitalism behind it. I'm not going to argue that one bit. But in general, everything's gone up in price, and therefore you have to provide your employees with a livable income. And like, it's just a very, very chaotic system.
Here's the problem that I see is that with the larger corporations, it all comes down to profit margins. And so as long as they get their cut on like the high end, you know, like the upper level people get their, you know, millions and billions of dollars, you know, they still have to cover the costs then for meeting the demand of paying your employees and all the overhead costs. Well, one of the biggest shifts that we saw that started this whole price increase was the cost of fuel, which has nothing to do with anything in the economy. It's just pure greed, because nothing changes with the production of oil besides what they decide, what the market will bear, as far as like the gas cost fluctuations, because you can't tell me that it costs more to ship fuel and dispense fuel in Illinois than it does up here in Wisconsin. But yet it's like $1 more per gallon. You know, and it went up to like $4 a gallon this past weekend for Memorial Day weekend. But then right on Sunday or on Monday morning for Memorial Day, it went back down to like $3.59.
Interesting.
So it's like, how do we get that, you know, price fluctuation? But that's the whole beside the point. But when we started seeing that gradual increase, then anything that is shipped anywhere has to now, you know, adjust for that, which is most of our consumables. So that's the first shift you see. And then when you start seeing now people can't afford stuff and we need to pay them more, then you see that shift in raising the minimum wage. And that then causes those, you know, companies to say, well, now we got to raise our prices even more. And then that becomes the downward spiral, because then once you start making things more expensive, then you got to, you know, the wages have to go up again, which then makes it more expensive. So it's just going to be a constant spike, because it's like, I'll admit, yeah, I pay my employees really well, so I had to increase my prices. But I did it in a way that what really happened is that I took the hit. You know, and what I take away from the business. Most companies won't do that. They'll be like, well, we still want to make this profit margin, but we got to account for this extra expense. So we're just going to, you know, linearly jack our prices up to account for that, but we still want to make, you know, our ridiculous amount of profit at the end, you know, for the shareholders.
Yep. And that's the problem with going public.
Yep, exactly. So then you really have to deal with, you know, that type of business, but then that's what hurts us in the smaller industries. Like the small business owners that are, you know, the backbone of our economy, so says the politicians. They did, you know, did do nothing to protect us, because when our suppliers do all these price increases, we have to kind of like, you know, bow to it because we still need to buy this stuff. And then you're making us now increase our prices. But yet we have no means of then compensating for it.
Yep.
And so it's like, you know, they're forcing us to then sell it higher, which anybody that has any type of like, you know, moral backbone tries to justify it with reducing our profit margins just so that we can make it affordable. And then, you know, it really just kind of like moves it towards the point where it's like, you know, now we're starting to see corporate entities taking over our industry.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, we are going to be all owned by, what was the name of that energy drink in Idiocracy?
Oh.
Oh,
'Cause it's got electrolytes in it.
electrolytes. Yeah. Crap. What was that?
Hold on.
Energy drink and yes, Brondo.
Rondo. Yep.
Yep, Brondo.
I looked
Brondo.
it up.
The thirst mutilator.
Yep. So it's like our Brondo is going to be Amazon, Disney.
Yep. Apple.
No, I think Google's going to buy Apple.
Hmm.
Apple's not going to survive.
If it does, there's gonna be like the next Apple iPhone is gonna be like Apple like 100 or something.
No, well, the problem with
They're gonna probably
Apple,
get to like 100.
the problem with Apple is that they're going to shoot themselves in the foot eventually, because they make things so expensive and so exclusive that it's going to get to the point where you're going to run out of, you know, exploits, because I think they're going to outprice themselves to the point where you're going to have to pay like $5,000 for the next iPhone. And then, but you can't use that old charging system. You've got to use our exclusive one, which is another $1,000. You know, and it's the same with their computers too. It's like you want this exclusivity where it's like, you know, it's stable because we make it, but you can only buy our shit. It's like, all right, well, good luck trying to keep the costs down on that.
Yep. Hence why I'm an Android boy.
And it's like, I get the premise of, it's like, yeah, it's a more stable platform. It's more, you know, reliable because we vet everything on here. But yeah, that also comes with a cost.
Mhm.
And it's going to get to the point where that cost is going to get astronomical. And if you want to pay 10 grand for a laptop 5 years from now, because when you look at the trend and how much that price increases every year for like an app, one of those like Apple Air laptops, it's insane. Because what is it now? It's like $4,000.
I think so.
I mean, I don't even give Apple a look, but
I don't either.
despite my friends yelling at me for not being what is it? Being a green text box? Is that what non-Apple people are?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm a Galaxy phone
Well, no, so am I.
person.
But I remember I was having to interact with these people, and I have heard this bullshit comment before, but I never had experienced it. But I was in a
Why not?
text chat, and then someone's like, "Who the hell is using an Android?" Eh? And it's
Right.
because you can tell in the text. I'm like, "Get an Apple." I'm like, "Why?" Because it's better. How? Like, please,
No,
with
it's
all your
not.
infinite knowledge and technology,
Yeah. List the pros and
how
cons.
how is Apple vastly? I'm not going to say it doesn't have pros and cons compared to other companies. I'm not going to argue
Yeah.
that, but so vastly superior that I have to have. It's just like me talking to people about guns. I remember the
Right.
time where everything had to be a freaking Glock, and I hated it because I hate Glock.
Well, it's the same now that I own a truck too, where it's like I remember back in the
Oh
day
yeah,
when it was like
the
Ford,
truck.
yeah, like the Ford versus Chevy.
Oh, I remember I came home. I just before I deployed to Iraq, I was a poor uh, E5 sergeant. My car at the time was a Toyota Yaris,
Ah, yep.
and everyone ripped on me for having that car. But you know what? The gas mileage on that thing, even though it was a stick, it was a manual, was fucking fantastic. And the
Yep.
payments were cheap. Everything was great about it. But everyone's like, why don't you get a proper, young man's car? Why don't you get a
Yeah.
truck? Why don't you get this? And I'm like, because I'm gonna pay this
Economics.
off in less, like I had a 5-year uh loan on it. Because of my deployment, I was gonna pay it off in 2 years, and I did.
Yeah. Well,
So
and you know what? I still think that the the industry started that war.
oh
The Ford versus Chevy, where you had like the little guy that pees on the logos,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's like honestly, even though I have like a Ford truck and I like it,
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you like that. It's better than Chevy because I've never driven a Chevy truck. I've never owned a Chevy truck, so it's like it's all anecdotal as far as one versus the other because it's like, oh, I went to Chevy because I had a bad experience with my Ford truck,
My
and
main
I'm
thing
like,
has never been that like a Chevy is better because my family when I was growing up, I didn't know this, but they were all Chevy people, and I eventually became more of a Ford person. And it's not that I think Ford is better. It's just that well, I know it. I've worked with it. I've had 3 Fords now. Like meh. But now I'm already telling you, like in all honesty, after this truck, I have a Ford Ranger. After I'm done with it, I'm probably gonna go to Toyota because I'm like, I just they seem a little bit more dependable and they have better market resale value and so on and so forth.
yeah, no, and it's this whole brand loyalty thing, you know, was originated by the marketing teams of these brands,
Right.
because they want people to kind of like pick a side, just like in politics. So it's like I think even when what was it, Nike versus Reebok? What was the third one?
Adidas.
Yeah,
I only remember Adidas because of the corn song. That's really the only reason I even remember that brand now. Hey Trent,
Yes.
sorry to have monopolized the conversation.
You guys always monopolize the conversation depending on what it is.
You told me to save my rant, and I did, and
Well,
I
yes,
was
but then that
merely
made Frank go on a rant.
well, I'm sorry. Next time, next time you have to start because if you don't,
It went to straight like political. So
yeah. Well, it
I might have to
don't get.
cut that part out.
Yep, that's fine. But no, Don't get me started on
'Cause
capitalism.
I'm like, I don't want politics in this stream. I think I left one of them in though, because I was like, you know what? I'll leave one of the political conversations in, but I'm never leaving this one in. All right, so I will do my subject, and this is going to change everything completely. So this should be
Okay.
a fun topic. Weirdest places you have had sex or where to have sex.
Oh,
Does the bed in my truck count?
Sure, I mean that's technically not a
You're my
common
truck.
place to have sex. Usually everyone prefers a bed, so you know.
Yep. Well, there's
I've
blankets
had
back there.
I've done it in a car. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Back seat's not comfortable. I don't know if I've tried front seat. Can't remember. In the woods would be a fun one. That would definitely be a fun one.
Oh, well, not up here with all the ticks.
There's ticks here too.
Yeah,
They're
but
like everywhere.
for some reason, like the population's exploded up here this year because I've
Oh, did it?
I already pulled like 7 off myself, and
Oh my
haven't been
goodness.
I haven't been in the woods.
It's immensely funny that you bring up that dialect. First of all, I'll just admit I'm a vanilla boy. Location wise, nothing. I've never done anything kind of crazy. It's always been like, now it might be all over the house, but it's the house. But you brought up a funny point. This girl I'm about to go see, she asked me something along those lines, like, "Do you like to do things, or like, how crazy are you?" I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, "No butt stuff. Like, you're not putting stuff in my butt. Um, like that's not gonna happen." And she's like, "No, no, like, do you want to do like a crazy location?" I'm like, You're 47. What the hell is wrong with you? You're supposed to get this out of your system when you're like in your late teens
No.
and
That's
20s.
then now is the time when they're in their prime,
Oh,
sexual prime.
I know sexual prime, I understand that, but it's like, okay, why would I wanna do it in a car? That, like you said, Trent, that seems immensely. I'm 6 feet tall. I can't where in a car am I gonna be able to fit me and another person doing the tango?
An RV.
Yeah, I don't have one. I have a freaking Ford Ranger, and I can guarantee you whatever rental car she gets ain't gonna be much bigger than that. So it's like, and, like, out in public, like, no, I might do public displays of affection, like, like a good swat on the ass and, like that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going to out in public. Like, why? Like the whole like, oh, the thrill of it. It's always, no offense, Trent. It's almost always women that like, I want the thrill of it. It's like,
That's called being an exhibitionist.
yeah, it's
It's a
like,
fetish.
okay, yeah, it's a fetish. It's a DSM criteria. It's a disorder in the DSM criteria. It's like, that's not normal. If you enjoy it and your partner enjoys it, that's fine. But between that and people like, "Oh, I like the idea of being caught," like, if, people that cheat, like, you're just messed up in the head a little bit.
Well, that part's messed up. But if you like being caught just in the aspect of the exhibitionist, then I kind of get it.
Yeah, but see, I'm too much of a risk to benefit ratio kind of person, like, "Okay, I'm gonna get my rocks off wherever I go." And this is what I told the girl because she kept on asking me, "Oh, what do you want me to?" I'm like, I really don't give a shit." Like, guys are simple, like, you just play with it a little bit and we're happy, like, it's nah. You girls are complicated. Anyways. But it's like, I don't
Us girls are. Thank you.
You
Thank you
are.
so much.
I have to, it's like cracking open a safe with you at times. Um, but it's like, what benefit is there to doing it out in public versus, hey, go to a hotel room, go to someplace normal. Again, it can be throughout the house. I have the kitchen countertop, the table, windows open, because in my property, I can leave all the windows open and no one's going to see shit going on in this house. It's like, that I don't mind, but it's like, what's the point? And it's just, oh, just to get you off. I'm like, okay, you can go and find another guy that doesn't mind risking the idea of going to jail, paying a fee or a fine at the minimum, and or even worse, having it recorded by the public and then displayed online, and then your face is plastered all over the internet. Like the amount of risk to benefits, like, meh, not worth it to me. I had this girl that I was dating in Texas when I was at Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos or Cervezas, whatever the hell it's called. We're getting ready to do PT, physical training. I parked my truck in the parking lot. She's in the seat next to me. This is an F-150. She's a tiny little Filipino girl. She's talking about wanting to have sex right before PT. I'm like, do you not see all these fucking people walking in front of my truck? They're going to notice that. It's not like you're finding a dark alley or a dark parking spot out in the middle of like a parking area. No, there are cars next to us. Like you are mentally disturbed.
No, that's a turn on for some people.
For some, yeah, and that's
Yes.
fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But to me, there's the risk and just the what's
What-
the like why? Some people just I don't know.
See, now what if you put a bag over your head so that they couldn't tell it was you? Then would you do
Right.
it?
First of all, if cops are called upon me, they're gonna find out. Even if they don't see my face, they're gonna see my license plate. And yeah, I don't. Yeah, and also again, like I said, comfort the car. Like I just don't see a point. Unless, like you said, an RV, yeah, sure, whatever. That's obvious. But call me vanilla. I don't give a shit.
Anybody want to join the Mile High Club?
That seems even worse. That's like, oh my god, oh my god, you just brought some trauma.
I would say
The
that's
amount
worse
of
than in a car.
people, the amount
True.
of people in Iraq that were fucking in porta johns, which you might as well, if you're doing it in the airplane up, mile high.
Right.
See, now you're just fucking
Why?
on yeah. That's
Like,
grosser than butt stuff.
people in
Grosser than
people
You're
in
fucking
Iraq.
You're fucking on other
fucking-
people's shit.
Well, what
People
about
are
in a tent? If you were camping in a tent,
That's fine.
would that
That's
be
fine.
okay?
Why? It's closed off. Like you're not doing it as a intent to get caught. Like you could just get trust me. I go shooting when I was engaged. My ex fiance and I would go shooting, and for some reason, seeing a woman go shooting and then coming back in, that smell, like I don't know what, I couldn't stop myself from ripping her clothes off. Like it was just an aphrodisiac to me. And some people might be like that outdoors. Some people are like that at the gym. But at outdoors, at least you're in a tent. Now, if either the guy is a moaner or whatever it would be, or the girl's a screamer, that might be a problem. Especially like at that tent area, that camping area that you and I were at, Trent, where there's
Yes.
shit tons of people around.
Yes.
If you were if you got frisky and you were a screamer or a moaner, like one, if I heard you, I would be giggling like a motherfucker. I would laugh. But everyone else might not feel the same way.
Right.
I just thought of a new product that I could push.
What?
It'd be a female perfume called GSR.
GSR?
Gunshot residue.
Ah, okay. I don't know, something about it just like
And you could sell it at Walmart.
just like a woman when she comes back from the gym, she's sweaty, she's gonna think she's nasty, but for some reason it's like I don't know.
I always find that gross.
You're seasoning the meat down there, it's a little salty and
Aw.
stuff.
No,
It's like my
thank
steaks,
you.
lightly seasoned, pink in the middle. I'm good.
I think that's a good note to end on.
Right? Like,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah. On that note, good night, everybody.
Right.
Oh, that's where we push the line.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be a funny topic to
You,
do.
Tren, you
Oh, yeah.
never mentioned of your crazy escapades.
I literally said one in the
The
car.
airplane? Oh, the car. I thought you were saying in the airplane. I was like, really?
No,
Yeah.
in the car. I want to have sex in woods.
I think the
Like,
idea of having
in
it
the
where
woods, no tent, maybe a sheet down or something, but just like
Yeah.
in public, Or of course, where no one's gonna see you far enough back in the woods. But just
So it's
yeah.
not so much public for you. You're talking
right.
about just out in the open.
It's just in the open in the
No, I
woods.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
in
feel
nature.
I thought that's completely fine. That's normal, in my opinion. But I also agree with Frank on the whole ticks thing.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
and for me, it's more mosquitoes. Like if the
Yeah.
mosquitoes are
Oh,
out,
mosquitoes are annoying.
For me, it's
'Cause
the ticks. There's too many ticks out here.
if you have a mosquito bite on your dick,
That sounds terrible.
Well, if I get
Yeah.
a mosquito bite on my dick, it might make it look bigger. But anyways.
You
or
need
like
tweezers there,
or like
Matt?
you have an STD.
Oh no, I need a microscope.
Oh, okay.
See, I need a wide angle lens.
See, if I had a penis, I'd probably need the same thing. So, I don't have one, but I have a vagina. I wish I had a penis. I do not.
It's got its pros and cons.
Oh yeah, but I mean, at least like,
the amount of times I've sat on my balls has made it into a con for me.
Yeah.
well, I mean, if us, I don't know, I don't want to like say genders per se. Us female presenting, I'll use that. I want to use the proper terms here.
Well, no, you gotta say us vagina possessors.
Okay, it's vagina. Yeah, if we dress cute, sometimes you have to take the whole fucking thing off to go pee, and I'm like, I don't want to stand here half naked in a freaking stall to go pee.
Well, if you're talking about convenience, yes, women have it they're at a disadvantage. I'm not going to argue that you have to, but I've actually had it where some of my female counterparts have used what we call like not the Wizinator, but the Shiwi and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the fact that they don't grasp the fact that, oh, you need to like do the shake. There's a reason we do the shake.
Right. I know
And
there's a reason why.
They dribble it on their shoes and stuff out in the woods.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, that's why we have to shake. It's not because we're playing with ourselves. It's because, yeah.
Right.
But you have to, but also a lot of people view the female form. Like if you look at a female completely naked, not aroused, like she's not aroused or anything, it's just her naked.
Right.
Almost both gender or the genders all agree that that can be a beautiful form. The ratio or the percentage of people that look at a non-aroused male, the male penis looks like it's excess skin.
Right.
Like God was like, I need to make it so that they can reproduce, and I'm gonna make it look like just
like a sick elephant.
Yeah, like wrinkles and everything. It's like, yeah, just that. And then there's the crime of, are you a grower or a shower? And even when you're a shower, it's not that much. But anyways, like it's just not attractive. But a female, for some reason, it looks more attractive. Maybe I'm saying that as a man. I don't know. But I would even say most women would probably agree with me that a female naked compared to a man naked,
Well, yeah, I have to
both
agree with that.
of similar physique, like muscle density and all that stuff. Everyone would probably say that the female is more attractive, or they could find it more beautiful, because women have historically always been assigned the role or the thing of beauty. Like men are not supposed to be beautiful. Men are like hairy and nasty and bleh. Women have always been beauty. I think it's like in our subconscious now that you see that.
Right.
And I think that's the getting back to the marketing brainwash.
Oh yeah, but I mean this is going back thousands of years.
Like, let's not go back to that.
Yeah.
To cut that all out.
But the
Let's
idea
go
of
back to the conspiracy theories.
would I want to have a vagina? No, it has nothing to do with the menstrual cycle. Like, I just nah. I'm so
Well,
I'm just
that we already know you have this phobia of sticking objects inside of you.
yeah.
Right.
I'm an outie, not an innie. Nothing's going in me.
Oh man.
The only thing that goes in me
how many years? How many years away are you from getting a colonoscopy?
That starts at 40, right?
Yeah.
45.
45?
Yeah, about there.
Okay,
Prostate's
so-
40.
Well, it's still something's going in me. And
I mean, that's gonna have to go in you. You can't really
Yeah.
say no to that one.
yeah. Well, no, you can say no. You just have to be willing to accept the risk.
Well, yeah. Well, there's
Yep.
also the what is it?
You can say no to a lot of stuff. You just have to
There's
accept the risk.
also the test where you collect your own poop now and send it in for colon cancer instead of
I'll poop in
having to
I'll poop in a damn bucket or whatever it is.
poop in your
Now
damn
my
butt.
aim might be off. Might get some on the rim, and
Well, you'll
hopefully it's
have to
not.
clean that off.
And hopefully it's not a
But
day after eating fucking like Taco Bell.
yeah, I
'Cause
would choose to
then
make
it's just
sure
gonna be
you
soup.
don't eat Taco Bell before that.
Oh, could you imagine having to do that and then like the day before just to be an asshole to the doctors?
I
You eat like
bet people done that.
the spiciest food possible, and then it just comes out as like mustard gas,
Just
yellow.
just eat a whole tub of cottage cheese.
Oh,
I would feel bad for the doctors.
I
Or
wouldn't
whoever, the lab people,
be a
whoever
big enough.
is testing this shit. I'd feel bad for them.
I would feel bad for the person that has to handle it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
No,
bad
no,
for
like
lab testers, I'm
transport. Like
assuming
no, I'm
is who
talking
it
about like
is.
transportation.
Oh, well, transporting it gets sealed up in a box. No one smells anything.
Some of them bust.
No, they actually have instructions if they pay attention to the side of the box. Like this way up.
No.
Don't
I'm saying
throw,
like
don't do that.
so. I've had to collect urine for the military. I've had to do that job, and the amount of redundancies that we've had to implement over the years because the containers, not because of necessarily mishandling of the container, but just the gases or whatever, there or just the poor quality of the materials that are used because we always go for the cheapest product is like we've had leaks.
Ew.
And thankfully I only had to deal with urine, not fecal matter, but yeah, it's not pleasant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kudos to anybody that does like septic tank or porta potty cleaning.
Oh, God,
Right.
nope. Couldn't do it.
Totally.
They have
They have a shit job.
they literally a shit job
Literally, yeah. Well, I
and
clean up
and
pee and
underappreciated.
poop and
Well, no, your
vomit.
job is as close to that as possible, Trent. I mean,
Well,
there's a reason why I stopped working fast food industry because they would say, "Oh, you gotta go clean up the bathroom,"
yeah,
and
no.
no, people in Del Taco,
Oh God.
no. Oh
I bet
yeah,
that's awful.
I had to clean shit off of the walls.
I've had to do that.
Yeah, where it makes you question,
I don't know. That's where
people's ability to go to the bathroom.
no,
Right.
that's why like it's
It's
at
like-
those moments that you're like, maybe some people do deserve to die.
Right? It's like, did your parents not show you how to use the toilet? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's like, do you not know which end it comes out of?
And it's one thing if you have like a bad night or a bad day and it's like explosive. Like I've had,
Right.
that's one thing. But I'm talking about like you said, Trent, like missing the
but-
toilet altogether.
But yeah,
Right.
if it comes out like a bomb to the point where it like shoots on the wall, you really got something going on.
I mean, the closest I've seen that naturally happen where it did something crazy like that, it had to be an infant. Like I remember I was watching my little cousin, which is sad because he's now 21, but I remember babysitting him, and I remember luckily I wasn't holding him at this time, thank God. But I was watching my aunt hold him, and he started, and it exploded out his backside. Like you saw an eruption.
Imagine if you were holding him like a gun.
Oh my Lord. I remember I was
and
dating this
aiming him.
I was dating this woman and I had to watch her grandson, whatever, and just playing with the baby. And I looked down, luckily because I didn't smell it, but I looked at it at first, and I saw it wasn't luckily it wasn't an explosion, but it was like think of magma coming out of a crevice. Like
Yeah.
you see how it's just bubbling up and stuff. That was his shit. And I'm looking at him like, oh hell no. I'm not this I don't love this woman enough to take care of this. So I pick his ass up, hold him as far away against me, and I take him to her. Like, this is your problem, grandma, not mine.
I got something for you.
And I was at least nice enough to be in the vicinity, and that's when the smell hit me. And nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah. That's why I like dogs.
Oh, I remember Elfman when I got him like the first day. I don't know if it was because his diet was being adjusted to finally eating kitten food or whatever. I was in his little bathroom with him, and he dropped one, and I'm like, "Oh my lord, how did that come out of your little body?" Like, I saw
That's
one
too
that was
funny.
as long, it was like literally longer than my pinky. Hell, the one he just dropped on the floor a little while ago was as big as my damn pinky. I'm like, you're not even a pound yet. How are you dropping things like that? But it was just so horrendous. I'm like, what is that? The chicken and tuna that they gave you before I got you? Because oh my lord,
It could have been.
Or the
I think it was.
deworming. If you got any deworming medication to
Nope, it was this
for the
before the
system.
deworming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is before the deworming or any of that stuff. It was just horrendous. Since then, even with the deworming medication, everything's normal. No serious smell. No issues.
Oh,
Usually it's like a day after that stuff.
Mm.
It'll kind of purge out their system, and then we full circle back to poop.
we always
Always.
somehow full circle back to something. So I did actually go ahead and apply for that thingy. I doubt I'm gonna get it, but I figured I would try anyways. Try my luck.
Yep.
See how it goes. Maybe I'll get embedded as a creator. Maybe they'll tell me I need to work on my analytics more. I don't know, but I figured I'd try.
If they let you do it, then go for it.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll try.
To get a first full circle back to poop.
Yep,
They always do.
Yep. Now it's a good time to call it, because then it's like once poop starts coming out, then it's like okay.
Oh.
But yeah, I gotta head over to the office in a little bit.
Ooh,
Yeah, take care of this.
I might try to do this. Maybe I'll play Fortnite more. They have a creator program for Epic.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, I might try to join the creator program, try to get people to use my code to get stuff in Fortnite and whatnot if I start streaming Fortnite more often.
I'm looking forward to playing this new patch on Manor Lords.
What?
It's a kind of indie-ish game that came out. It's called Manor Lords. It's medieval like strategy and whatnot, city manager type
Got
stuff.
you.
Very, very riveting content. Oh, my stomach. Speaking of poop.
Yeah, right. No, for me, it's my eyes are itching.
Allergies.
All right. Gotta go.
Oh man, I don't have enough subscribers to participate in the program on YouTube. I have to have 1,000 subscribers. Well, I'm almost there. I'm at 300. So that's right. I tried. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for joining this episode of Geeks Behaving Badly. If you notice a section missing, it's because I had to cut out a whole spiel that Frank went on. So
yeah, we got in a little rant, so I apologize.
But so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Hopefully we'll have more funny things to talk about next time instead of adult things. As in, like adult world things. So yes.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys in another episode. Bye.
All right, bye.